Hey, it's Jeffo. Welcome to BrickTsar. I don't know why I'm laughing. I just got another several packages in the mail, and it looks like we got a surprise. So thank you to Barry Francis who sent us something. We also had a small BrickLink order that is from House of Tonka, and House of Tonka sent me a really nice message on BrickLink after I placed the order. Said I helped them with setting up the store and everything. So glad to see somebody else being able to expand their hobby by selling things. I wonder if it's so you can also buy things, which is what I tend to do. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 boxes, but some of the boxes or packages don't have a lot in them. So this will probably take a long time because I'm slow. So we'll start, I tell you what, this is House of Tonka. We'll start with this package from Barry Francis from UK, and I'm wearing a shirt that my wife bought for me. So I got a bunch of different color monochromatic heather shirts. I say heather, it's got that textured with the white and the green. So let's see what we got from Barry. We got a note. He says, I don't think this will get to you before the end of 2020. So it did. 2021, I mean. It was 2020. So thank you. He sent the latest Lego Explorer magazine because, even though I'm not sure you collect windmills, I know you have the vintage windmill and the Vestas wind turbine. So I thought you might appreciate the mini build. I've also included a Technic magazine. I don't think they've been out before with a Technic polybag. There's been small polybags of Technic, but I don't know if they came with magazines. But thank you so much, Barry. And we have underestimated the Postal Service's ability to get this here. All right, so we'll start with the Technic one. So this is Lego Technic magazine. And this is like a helicopter. That's actually that's a pretty big poly bag for a magazine. And I wonder if this is one also where the instructions are in the magazine. Oh, it's got a poster in here. It's like a boat. I wonder if it's a two-sided. Oh yeah, it's got the. I'm gonna take this. You know, you probably. Oh no, I tore it. I tore it. I'm just trying to take it out. Why did they do this to me? I think I can still fix it. Just don't tear it anymore. Okay. I tore my poster. It's stapled in there, but I got it out because of this. Let's see. Okay, the tear is not too bad. This. I like that Volvo. This is a huge poster. So my problem is I'm running out of wall space, like a long time ago. But I like collecting posters. You know, one thing you can do is if you have too many posters, you can switch them up from time to time. So we got, I guess this is some of the Technic Lego designers that were on that page with the poster. Technic is one of the most popular Lego themes as far as sales. It's one of those that you probably wouldn't think, but they make such incredible builds. And I'm trying to look in here to see if the instructions. Wait a minute, maybe I could look in the poly bag. Yeah, the instructions are in the poly bag, so cool. That is set 30465 on the. It calls it the Epic Lego Technic helicopter. I love it. Thank you, Bear. All right, and then it's 2 windmills, and this. How do they do that? It's such a tiny poly bag, but it's got a vintage windmill and a modern wind turbine. I call them windmills, but I think they're technically called wind turbines. So that's pretty cool. Oh, science. You got Ben Franklin and other stuff on there. This is probably, I still think this is one of the best magazines that Lego makes, or that is Lego themed. 5 ways with windows. So Lego Explorer. Wish this was available in the US, and I want to thank Barry for sending that because yes, for some strange reason, I do collect windmills. It's one of those things that I collect not because I'm particularly fond of windmill and windmill history. It's that one of my first buildings as a boy, as when I was a little boy, was a windmill. It's not even the theme then. I call it town, but it was set. Was it 550? The windmill that kind of it turns. It's like an old Dutch windmill or something. Probably Danish. But yeah, that's why. And then, of course, like he mentioned, the old the throwback set that they did. That was $20 at Walmart, was ridiculous, but it's just a little, basically a poly bag for $20, what that was. The 60th anniversary set or something. So this next one is from House of Tonka. Tonka was the buffalo, right? But, so Tonka is also Tonka toys, like trucks and stuff. Why can't I open your package? It's just anytime I hear Tonka, the brand, I think of Tatanka, which makes me think of monkeyed movies. Don't ask me why. All right, so we got, an all-important tipper truck for the tipper truck army from House of Tonka. And then we got a bunch of blue rails. But you know the main thing I went to his store for? This is so silly. Because I cannot find these. I ended up finding, what, 2 in my store, but I still needed one more. The red 2-finger hinge. Yeah, the red 2-finger hinge. I needed that for the Eiffel Tower. I'm going to put that over there. And then also, oh yeah, the light bluish gray without the groove. I think there's about 10 of them in here. And everything else was that. Oh yeah, also I needed just one more of these. And then I always get vintage track when I can one day. And I think next year, I'm not going to, I've already talked about this a little bit. I'm not going to do a video every day. I want to focus on doing more better things. And one of the, we've been wanting to do like a big track setup. That's not a layout on a table, but like on the floor or outside. Just hadn't had the time to do it. But that's, I stock up on track, especially straight track. All right, so thank you for that order. And the pieces for the Eiffel Tower. And I'm still waiting on my my bricks and pieces order. It says ship, but I don't have a tracking number yet. So it's kind of weird. Or maybe I missed the email, but when I go to, usually you go to lego.com, you can find it and find the tracking, but waiting on that bricks and pieces order. Oh, speaking of that, BlokPunt. That's a funny name for a BrickLink store, BlokPunt. It's like a football term here. Yeah, they blocked the punt. It says for all your bricks and pieces, and this is in the Netherlands. And got another tipper. That's for the tipper truck collection. What did I go to this store for? It wasn't necessarily the tipper. This is an add-on piece, which is about 10 sections of straight track. Like I just said, anytime I can get straight track for less than $5, I get it. We got this order. I think this was my longest outstanding order that I've been waiting on, coming from overseas. 1x6, 1x6s. That's for if I make any large clear pieces for some of the large vehicle builds. This is what I went. He had a large quantity of the vintage windshields for the tipper truck. I know these hauls end up looking a lot alike. Check it out. I got a BlokPunt pin. That's pretty cool. BlokPunt, WLB BlokPunt. That's who that BrickLink seller was. So it's just like a few videos ago, I was like, man, I can never find a pin. And then we were going through a container and I found some pins in a container. All right, these next two should be relatively small. This thing, I think there's only one thing in here. It's from Target. Oh no, it's two. So they had these on sale. These stunts, they knocked them off a couple of dollars. So I got two of them. The main one I wanted though was Chicken Suit Guy. And then this other one is Fire Stunt. I thought it was a fireman, but it's not. So I got those two stunt sets. because they were on sale at Target, but there was something else that they had that I actually, oh, you know what? That's where they are. All right, so when I look at this is my checklist for finishing the Eiffel Tower, piecing it together. And I went through, when my bricks and pieces order, I'll be almost complete. But I'm like, where are my 1x6 black tiles? I need 11 more of them. I'm like, where are they? They're not in any of my orders. And then I realized that it's this order I placed from Target. There's another set that has those that I bought multiple copies of that I'm going to part out. It's not these. These are just something I threw in because they were on sale from Target. All right, so this next box I blame Andrew Nixon. I blame him, and I was thinking about when this box came. Actually came yesterday, but I'm just filming it today. I was like, I thought this might be a rant video, but I'm not going to rant. I say that, and I probably still will. All right, so this is, the rant would be, they had an item on VIP that you can redeem your points for, but in order to get your item, you have to buy something and place an order. So it's not really free. So I looked, and you know, I always look for something where I can get free shipping, so it's $35 and up. There's nothing on the website that I wanted, because I don't want to pay full price for the few smaller Star Wars sets that I don't have yet. Don't want to pay full price for those. So I did this. I bought this because they've marked it down. Apparently they're not selling anymore. And I only had one. I got 2 feet, so I needed another shoe. And you got a free, I didn't even know this when I was checking out, but you got a free poly bag. So this was down to $64. Got a free poly bag. So now I got a complete set of shoes. But this is why I went there, just to get what's in here. Because I don't check it every day, and Andrew sent me a message, and it's one of those things I don't think will sell out at the price, I think it was 450 points. 450 points is what it required. I also went and did a couple surveys where you get 150 points. Oh my, this is a lot. This is so much smaller than I expected. So you know the prints that we got before, they were pretty big. This one's tiny. It's a comic book cover, and it's smaller than a comic book. But with the Spider-Man movie coming out and the focus on Spider-Man, I was like, yeah, I'll get that. And now that I got it, I'm like, boy, it's a lot smaller than I expected. That would have been good for the rant. So we got the Daily Bugle Lego set. Got Spider-Man saving his nemesis, J. Jonah Jameson. You got members of the Sinister Six up there. Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Mysterio. Mysterio was not in the movie. It was like, they had like 5 members of the Sinister Six or something, but, oh, spoilers. Sorry. All right, so I'm going to go. Yeah, that was a little bit disappointing. I thought it was going to be one of the bigger prints. This is not even the size of a piece of paper. Look at this. This is 8.5 by 11, so it's smaller than that. Oh my. Marvel Comics number 10. Yeah. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you BlokPunt for the pin. Thank you to Tonka, House of Tonka for the parts for the Eiffel Tower. And thank you, of course, Barry Francis for the really cool magazines and these windmills. You always do a good job picking things out, and they got here in time for the video with me in a green shirt. And I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll build some tipper trucks. I don't have to work tomorrow. That's always good. I always enjoy when I don't have to go to work. So I got a nice 3-day weekend. Maybe I can get some organization done down here. Probably won't, but anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ouch.